the scripture says in 2:11, keeps you. Keeps you from two things in the verses that we read. Keeps you from the evil man, and it also keeps you from the strange woman. Ah, yes. Today, the strange woman. Two different things. What are the characteristics in the Bible of an evil man? Because often when we fall with an evil man, or we fall with a strange woman. And that's not just men falling with women or women falling with men. You can be with your buddy. No pun intended. You can be with somebody you know. Give me the characteristics. It's right there in the verses that we read. Preserving you from the evil man.
The evil man leaves the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Okay, he left. So what does that say? He left the path of righteousness. What does that say?
He was righteous once.
He was righteous. He was. He was. Past tense. That is the most dangerous kind of person. Somebody who knew the truth and walked away from it. Discretion keeps you from these people. Often these people might be sitting right in church. Or they might be on your job with a form of godliness, saying praise the Lord and everything else. Oh yes, I know those people very, very well.
And rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked.
Let me get right here. They left the path of righteousness. This also says that it was deliberate. They made a choice. How do you know who you're supposed to be with? We're going to show you so that you don't wind up with an evil man or a strange woman. Discretion will keep you. Matters of the heart are what that, because we're relational people, wears us out. It wears us out. This is where we often fall. We often fall because we link up with the wrong person. And this person was righteous, but they deliberately chose evil. They deliberately do it. They deliberately, knowingly straddle the fence. Or, as a matter of fact, this person completely left the path of righteousness. So I think if you straddle the fence, you already have completely gone. There's no in and out. It's either all in or not in. But this person deliberately chose evil. What else? Tell me else about him. Tell me about the evil man. Let's talk about him. What else?
He rejoices to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked.
He rejoices to do evil. He likes it. So not only did he leave, he went hard. He left hard. So he said, well, if I have to go to hell, let me go ahead and have fun. This guy over here. This evil man. And sometimes those people seem like they're having a lot of fun, don't they? Mm-hmm. Seem like they're cool. Like it's great. Hey, why not? He's good. He's all right with me. He rejoices to do evil. The word froward means perverse. Froward. Not perverse. It blew me because I actually counted. It's still verse. How many Christians still cuss? How many people who call themselves Christians still curse? 3 people cussed 3 people who will speak in tongues. Got angry and they wanted to vent to me and started cussing. And I sat there like, I was in shock and awe. And these are 3 different people, 2 women and a man. This is in the last 7 days. In the last 7 days. And I was brushing my teeth and it was still, it was so hard that it came back. And I was like, in the mirror, like, wow, did they really say that? This is hours later. I was still affected. It amazed me how many people who call themselves Christians curse. One woman just straight lifted up she was so mad with somebody at the job. She said, I just want to, and she lifted up her middle finger at me. Just show me what she gonna do to the person. But I became the recipient of her middle finger when she lifted it up in my, you know what I'm saying? In my presence. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, you know. And she was so steaming mad and came right back and told me how good the Lord was. Mm-hmm. Like in the next like 10 minutes, she came back in and was telling me how God had blessed her with something and blah, blah, blah. And she was about to go off, but she didn't go off. And I just thank God. No, you did go off. And you just cussed. And you just put that in my spirit. I don't need any of that in my spirit. If that's what I'm delivered from, that's why you got to be careful. Because if I'm delivered from it, and then you come and do it in my presence and put it in my ear, put it in my mind again, you sowing seeds. And then somebody make me mad. And that's what I'm saying, you know. So we got to be so careful. But a lot of people... Why y'all so quiet? Y'all must be cussing in here. God, y'all. Come on, y'all. You gotta stop the cursing. Stop the cursing, please.
Courtney makes me curse.
Courtney, stop cussing into people.
Yeah, Courtney.
Courtney said, why y'all keep calling my name? This is 5 times in the last 10 minutes. But the evil man, he's froward, meaning he's perverse. Not only his words, but in his thinking, his suggestions. You know, what he's saying, it's not right. It's not right. And God says, often when we get in trouble, this is the person who's standing right there egging us on. If we don't do it alone, or somebody who may not be with us, but they support us saying, man, everybody's human. You got to get so-and-so. Come on, ain't nobody perfect. This person will tell you that in a minute. And before you know it, you'll come on there. Oh, resistance. I feel you. What else? Tell me about the evil man. Oh, yes. I said while he's finding it.
I had a question. When you said the evil man, you know, like left like deliberately, or he rejoices and, you know, would that be like a reprobate person? Like,
ooh, that's a big word. Yes.
Like, you know, like, because you said, like, if I'm going to hell, you know.
Let me just go straight out there. This is the thing about God. There are some people who make these choices, particularly if they've been hurt by people who say they were Christians or somebody who they care deeply for. They may leave and say, forget about it, I'm out there. Or, oh, I'm already out here. She already got my shirt down, off and my pants down. I might as well, I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I might as well.
This
you know.
down.
And after a while, you keep staying in the cycle. You doing the same thing over and over again. You know, after a while, you might rejoice in it. Be like, what's up? What you doing later? You know, you start getting excited about it. I think eventually you can become reprobate. God in his mercy, I can't even explain it. His ways are far above our ways. He wants us to be holy. But why he allows people to do what they do and not kill them on the spot, we don't know. And then there's some people that he allows and they're lost. And they don't want to be found. You know, that is a very scary situation to be in. And you don't know when you cross that line. When we go out there, you don't know if you're going to come back. You don't know. So we have to weigh the consequences of our actions, because you can go out there and God's calling you and God's doing it. And if you step out there and before you know it, you don't have no desire to go back to church. You don't have no desire to follow God. You have no desire to live right. None. And somebody's trying to tell you, and it's like it's bounced off of concrete. And you don't even know how you got there. And some people don't even realize. They say, hey, it's just me making my choices, doing me. And they don't realize that they might be reprobate. It might be. That's a great point. That's a scary thing. Very scary. What else? Tell me about this person, this evil man.
Whose ways are crooked and they froward in their paths.
Okay. Crooked?
That's a word you don't hear every day.
What?
Froward.
No. Right. Perverse. They're crooked. So they tell me the difference between perverse and crooked. See, I gotta think tonight. It's too cold and it's too cold and rainy.
Yep.
Sister Keisha, can you just give it to us straight? Leave us alone. Tell me, what's the difference between perverse and crooked?
I agree. Get to looking it up. Come on.
That's all right. Perverse and crooked.
Niggas.
Sister Keisha, please.
Okay, crooked, not straight, being curved, a crooked path. Askew, awry, picture on the wall seems to be crooked. Deformed, a man with a crooked back. Not straightforward, dishonest, bent and often raised or moved to one side as a finger or neck of a coin, polygonal, crooked sixpence. Okay.
All right. Dishonest. Dishonest. This person, they'll lie to you or they'll do stuff to manipulate the situation. Perverse, I'm just going to do straight wickedness. It's in my thoughts, it's in my actions. There's an evilness that I'm going to do. This one, this is how I do it. Okay? I'm perverse, I'm crooked in that the decisions that I make, I'm going to start manipulating people or manipulating situations in order to do my wickedness.
One's a strategy and one's a tactic.
Yeah, possibly. Okay? So this is pretty much it. I'm going to start manipulating. This is manipulative. So how do you get in a relationship with these people? What do they look like?
Everyday people.
Charismatic.
You think they're charismatic?
So.
I agree wholeheartedly. This evil man, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Sometimes when they're quiet, they're intriguing. Right?
So we want to know what they're thinking.
And we pursue them sometimes. This person might be charismatic. Or it might be private. Private and intriguing. And we want to know what's in their head, and we pursue them, and we ask them questions. And before you know, can I give you an example? When you said private and intriguing, Prince came to my mind. Prince is weird, yo.
Prince is awesome.
Prince is awesome, and he is weird. He's on some other stuff. He always has been. He's a genius. He's a musical genius.
It's the second time we talked about Prince this week, and it's Tuesday.
You see what I'm saying? He's a musical genius.
When his songs come on, you're like,
and they're like, what is this? You know, and when you see him on stage, he's
gender bending.
He got on high heel. He got a Halle Berry cut. You know what I'm saying? He got lipstick on and a mole, and and he's a sex god.
But that makes people seductive.
You know what I'm saying?
There's this book by Robert Greene called the Laws of Seduction, and that's one of the laws of seduction.
What?
To kind of be gender flexible. Not necessarily sexually, but in your dress and your appearance.
Androgynous, like
yes.
In between.
Yes.
Do you agree? Like a girl who kind of looks
like
or a guy who kind of looks.
It's mostly for guys.
Okay.
The book seems geared more toward men.
So metrosexual, maybe.
Yes.
Metrosexual.
Yeah.
Some people like that when the guys have a clear coat.
You're not gonna be sitting beside me getting a manicure.
Yeah, so and it's probably gonna be a furor of emails and what is this on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so and so, I get a clear coat, that's fine if that's what you do. But some people don't like that, But private and intriguing. Prince comes to my mind. He has this this carnage of women, this string of women who have been destroyed in his wake. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't even got together. And some of them just straight get saved and go to church and say, "Help me." Apollonia, these people in church. They went straight to church and said, "Somebody need to deliver me because he done opened them up to some kind of world." You know what I'm saying?
Deliverance from Prince.
Right, I need deliverance from Prince. Who was the other girl? Vanity? It was like, what's the other girl's name? Who's the other? There's somebody else. It's like all these beautiful.
He had his ex-wife. I can't remember her name, but she still has like their china dishes and his clothes and stuff.
See, we don't know.
Like she's not letting go. Like it's
people are going through because there is somebody. He probably has some crazy stuff. Some crazy. Crazy. I can't even imagine. But see, that's the intrigue. That's what you want. You know what I mean? You're talking about him. There's something going on. That is clearly something. He's disturbing me right now, but there's clearly something going on. But he's private. He's intrigued. He didn't say anything. He just kind of... You want that?
Gay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Clearly he's a man, but then he dresses like a woman, and then he's a great musician like most, musical men are, but then he sings like a woman. He's like in and out, we don't know what's going on. But Prince might be saved. Somebody told me he was Jehovah's Witness. I don't know, praise the Lord. But all I'm saying is, when you deliberately choose evil, when you rejoice to do it, when you engage in perverse things,
Yeah, Prince is pretty perverse.
and then you, I mean, listening to songs and stuff, but then somebody who might manipulate. I don't know Prince, and as a disclaimer, I've never met him in person, but just of what I see. What else? What else? It's not a Prince class. What else? Anything else on the evil man?
To deliver thee from the strange woman. Yeah,
Ah,
that's on the evil
Let's
man.
stop right there. To deliver you from the strange woman. It's three things, and it's got all this stuff about the evil man. The strange woman does what? She flatters. What is flattering? I'm
Makes you
helping
feel
somebody.
good.
Huh?
Makes you feel good.
Make you feel good. Matter of fact, let me make it even shorter. She strokes ego. Right?
Mhm.
Isn't that what you want, guys?
Yeah, let's say.
Is that what you want, Larry? Somebody strokes your ego? Isn't that what you want? You want somebody to make you feel good, tell you good things about you? Be honest, good. It's all right. You can be honest. Isn't that what you want? You want somebody who's gonna tell you smooth things. Y'all acting like y'all don't want it. She's just gonna be mad and rough with you all the time, and you want somebody who's gonna tell you.
Boost your confidence.
Look at you. You smell good. What you got on?
Soap.
You know what I'm saying? You smell good. At you. Wow. Oh my goodness.
The uncouth.
You see what I'm saying? You want somebody. This woman here is dangerous. Proverbs is full. It's like several places in Proverbs, in the one book alone, several chapters that deal with a strange woman. She flatters. She strokes egos. And also that's how she gets women too. That same thing. Because a woman can be involved with a strange woman. Am I right about that?
Happened to a friend of mine.
Huh?
That happened to a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, it can happen, right?
Mhm.
All you gotta do is keep complimenting them,
Mhm.
keep coming alongside of them.
Mhm.
That is power. Words have power. Tell me what else. What it says? She flatters. She
See,
starts with an F.
Forsakes.
Uh huh.
forsakes, yeah.
She forsakes
Forsakes the God of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her God.
God of youth, and then she forgets covenant. Let me tell you how I know covenant. I know this because, of course, I wanted to be safe from the evil man. But I remember this because I didn't want to be a strange woman. These three F's right here. She flatters, she forsakes, and she forgets. That's kind of connected to this guy over here. When she forsakes the God of her youth, which one would that be connected over here? To the
Deliberately
guy.
chooses evil.
Deliberately chooses evil. She forsakes it. Forsakes it means literally to turn away from it and not go back. That's what forsake means. I deliberately leave the path. I was righteous. I left the path. And here you have a woman can do the same thing.
I think that's guide. The guide.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. She forgets the covenant of her God.
Mm.
Covenant of her God. And forsakes the guide of her youth. So this arrow will come right here. The God of her youth. Who's the God of her youth?
I would assume like those who raised her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Home training. You ever seen those
She ain't got no home
women that
training.
are loud and boisterous and stupid and gotta have attention and
Mhm.
talking out loud and I can't. That drives me to no end. That girl who has to be seen. That girl who, when she walks in, everybody's like, ugh. You know, like, ooh, it's just so it's just so unpleasant and disgusting to see her walk in with all her information out, looking around, just doing too much, just overcompensating. That person is just disgusting
And looking a mess.
and looking
Always.
a mess. I recently saw a parent at my school just like that. Now she's pushing 40. She hasn't left. She hasn't.
She still thinks she's 19.
She's still, and even 19-year-olds don't even do what she was trying to do. And we were like, wow, you really to pull that in. She has no control. She's trying real hard to seem young. Of course, all of the clothing is extra small,
Mhm.
and she is medium to large. So you see, you've had children, so you see all of it, and we're like, you're gonna chaperone the field trip today like that? You know what I'm saying?
She's a chaperone?
Yeah, and she's walking, going to chaperone with that class. I'm like,
Y'all even allowed? Y'all shouldn't even allow.
No.
Like, yeah, man.
but how do you do it? but loud and all right, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? And
No.
people have different, God knows I'm not talking about personalities and stuff, but you can see people who are overcompensating. They're trying too hard to be something that God never called them to be. That's what I'm talking about. They forsake the God of their youth. Women are socialized very differently from men, aren't they?
Yeah.
What are women taught? Even men know this. What are women taught? Look at that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Shut this door.
I don't want
It's
to.
going on the video, Greg.
What are women socialized to do, to think, and to believe?
Be subservient, I guess.
Possibly. Were you taught that?
Courtney.
In my household, no.
You see what I'm saying?
Subject yourself.
What's the main thing? What are women? What are what is taboo for girls that's not taboo for boys?
Not being in the kitchen.
What is that? What you say?
This is an internet joke.
Being promiscuous.
Okay, promiscuity for a woman is a double standard because a guy can come right back.
No. See,
Yeah,
there's
let's talk about it.
a thing with that. And I read this thing on the internet. Speaking about the internet, read this thing on the internet and made an excellent example.
All right.
If you had a key that could open any lock, you would say it's a pretty good key, wouldn't you? Right?
They can open any lock.
If you had a key that could open any lock,